Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, the 6th of November, 2025. We'll start off with the synoptic situation. So, very similar to yesterday, actually. There's a couple of low pressures out in the Atlantic that are pretty well controlling our weather. And this was as of midnight last night, still in this very moist, warm sector, southerly flow over the country. And if I run that through to midday today, you can see that the centre is actually a lot closer to us. We're still in this southerly flow, but we may be affected by this cold front, which is encroaching from the south uh, this afternoon. Cloud cover, we are fundamentally under a very large wedge of cloud at the moment. You can see where we are with the symbol there. If I run this through, we've got a lot of rain coming up from the south, actually, and there's going to be associated lowish cloud with it. So I think today the main factor really is going to be the high to cloud base above Lasham, interspersed with a few rain showers. If I show the rain forecast, so this is for the last 2 hours, obviously coming up from the south, so we're going to hit with some fairly heavy rain shortly. But if I extend this out slightly, you can see that all this rain, this big band of rain, probably on that cold front actually, is not going from east to west, it's going from south to north. So it may possibly just stay to the east of us, and we may be clear today, but we may just be on the edge and get a little bit of rain. If I go through the Met Office predicted rain forecast for the day, this is showing that it is actually going to be a little bit further to the east. So this is 7:45 this morning. If I zoom out, you can see all the other rain associated that's coming from the south. So I'll stay a little bit closer in today. So this is 7:45, and if I run this through, you'll see the rain is coming from south to north, and around about 10:30, it looks like there's a clearance that's going to come through. And actually, this further rain that's down to the south, actually, I believe, is going to run up the east side of the country. So apart from this wodge here, which is something coming in around about 1 o'clock, I think we may be okay. And then that's going to go up till probably about 3:30. Uh, Okay, Odium has still not got a TAF for the morning, but their METAR is showing 8K from the southeast, very high, 100% humidity. A few clouds at 800, scattered at 3.5, broken at 9.5 with light rain. And if I go to Farnborough, which at least is reasonably current, their TAF is showing 7 knots east southeasterly, few at 3,000 feet. But this is the gotcha temporarily between 7 and 3 o'clock today. Broken cloud at 1200 with a 30% probability in amongst all that between 7 and 3. Broken clouds at 800 feet with a 30% probability between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, 8,000 meters, and rain showers. And I can see the rain shower just to the south at the moment. Met Office is not playing today, but Windy is giving us a fairly constant 10 knots southerly wind throughout the day. Local forecast is saying southeasterly winds 10 knots, max temperature of 15 today, overcast up most of the flying day. Good viz. And GFS is giving us a max temperature today of only 14 degrees with a dew point at 13, so you can work that out yourself. Our local weather station is giving 13.5 degrees at the moment, the dew point 11.5. And the local cameras are not working, but this is one from Alton looking north, and you can see what we can see out the window at the moment. This sort of overcast, low overcast at the moment, with clearance up to about 3.5, and then cloud cover there again. So if I run through top meteo significant weather for the day, note the rain and the lower cloud coming up from the south. So this is 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and the lower cloud is getting thicker, and there's a wodge of cloud below 500 feet here. So this amber stuff is 500 to 1,000, and then the red stuff is below 500. So if I run this through from the south, you can see it gets progressively worse, actually. This is 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So I think once it's here, we're going to be pretty well stuck under this for a while. Sky sight sort of indicating a similar thing, got a lot of rain and low cloud in the area. And cloud base is going to be up and down throughout the morning. And maybe there's a window perhaps around about 11:30, 12, where cloud base may go to about 1,500 feet or so. But there's going to be pretty well low cloud throughout the day, a low and medium level cloud layers. And the wind anywhere between 160 and 180, 10 knots. So definitely a southerly influence today. And if we look at the sky side cross section, it's showing that there's going to be a weather window somewhere between about 11 and 2 o'clock, I'd suggest, before this cloud comes back down again and spoils our day, where we should be able to get something, winds from the southeast and a lot of medium layer and upper layer cloud issues. Okay, NOTAMs, I'll just mention 19 as usual, Barton Stacey, live firing surface to 1,600 feet. 20 is flare firing at Thursley, that's surface to 1,500 feet. And 22 is Ash Ranges, which is activated today, surface to 850 feet. So if we look at the airfield setup for the day, we'll start off with the enlarged cross section. So here you can see the cloud layers being an issue. And from about 10:30, 11 o'clock onwards, there should be a weather window, I think up till about 2. And cloud base is going to come back right down to the ground almost. There are 2 movements today for a bit of fun. There's a 737 arrival at 10:30 and there's an EasyJet A320 departure at 2:30. We've got fresh southeasterly wind, rain and low cloud around about 12 and a foot, I think is going to be the factor for the day. Well, we did fly all day yesterday, to be fair, but the cloud base is a little bit higher. The best part of the day is going to be between about 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock local, I think. 2K21s on the booking system with instructors and students. We have a K21 for casual flying, although there's nobody on the casual list at the moment. We have a K13. There is a trial flight today, which I'm probably going to cancel. I'll talk to the office in a minute. We've got K13 and a K21 booked by club members, and there's plenty of single-seater availability. So we're going to plan set up on runway 16. The wind should be coming up the east side. The cables coming up the east side, take off on the grass. Grass is landable both sides. Good wash at the end of the day, please, for the gliders. And remind about the buggies and the simulator. And a pictorial overview then. So runway 16, launch point here to the east. I'll get it as far back as I can so that when these movements occur, we don't need to move the launch point vehicle again. We're not going to have that many gliders out, so there'll be plenty of room in the corner here for gliders that are not being used. And yes, that's good. But I think I'll see you either in the clubhouse shortly or at the launch point. And speak to you soon.